Come on, David.
No, it's okay. I didn't. No, it's okay.
Damien, you talked a little bit about it after the game. You lost some weight in the offseason. What'd you do to slim down?
I changed up the way I eat a little bit, or the way I ate. Practice is tough. It's kind of the middle of the summer workouts, summer conditioning program, and going into fall camp, so it wasn't too hard. I just kind of ate a little better, ran a little extra sometimes, but it's not hard when you practice the way that we do, as hard as we do. If you're not in shape, they'll get you in shape. So.
Bo did the same thing. Did you guys kind of work together on that? Did you kind of bond together?
Actually, no, because I didn't know that he was trying to lose weight. I don't know if he knew that I was trying to lose weight, but I think it was good that both of us did. I think both of us are playing really well right now, and I think that's a huge reason why we are.
What did you give up that just really sucked to give up?
Honey buns. I love honey buns. I haven't had one in months, since probably like June or July, and it hurts to talk about.
I know you guys like rotating the carries among the running backs, but when you feel like you're getting hot, do you ever like, all right, coach, maybe one or two more?
That's not my job as a player. To I guess you would say asked to stay in. I'm not in that position of authority. Coach Saban, whatever he thinks is best for the team, he's going to do that, and as well as Coach Dable. So, that's part of our job as players, is to trust in the process and to trust in the thought process of the coaches and whatever they see. They maybe see something that we don't, and maybe on a run we didn't look as good as we did on our first carry or second carry, and we want to get a guy in there that's fresh, that hasn't gotten a carry in a while, so he can kind of speed up the tempo of the game. So, our job as players is just do what we're told, and we don't ever ask questions because that's not our job.
Is that something though that when you're out there trying to make runs, you're all thinking about, hey, let me get a little bit extra, let me make the extra effort here to show the coaches, I can be reliable, I can be that guy for them?
I guess you could say that. The way I look at it is on every run you want to make the most of the opportunity, because like I said, you never know when somebody else is going to come in with fresh legs. So anytime you get the ball, you want to do the most that you can, not only for yourself but for the team. You want to gain the most yards, get as close to the end zone, make the offense as efficient, and just allow the offense to have positive plays. So it's more about fighting for production, not necessarily to show anything to the coaches. I think that they have a pretty good idea of what we can do, but I think it's just for the production of the offense and continue to be successful.
When you see you're averaging 8.5 yards per carry, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
The O-line and how they're gonna make me keep taking them out to eat and keep spoiling them, because they make our offense work, and it starts up front with them. I say it every week. That's in the pass game, blocking inside out, protecting Jalen in the pocket, or in the run game, opening up holes and moving the line of scrimmage. So they do a great job. It's getting kind of expensive, but.
So where'd you take them already then, or what was the bill?
That's disclosed.
When you do slim down like that, it still looks like you're running through guys. How do you keep your strength while slimming down and trying to get faster?
I don't really know. I can't give you a strict answer to that. It's just a testament to Coach Cochran. He helps out guys in the off season. Just his program that he puts us through, whether it's fourth quarter, summer conditioning, or during fall camp, the workouts that we do to keep us, strong, even when if we're trying to lose weight, just keeping us healthy, keeping us able to make those runs, still be strong. I don't really know. I guess you should ask him. That's a good question for Coach Cochran.
Speaking of that physicality, you showed off that on the 27-yard run to set up Jalen's touchdown. What did you see on that play?
It was another play that was blocked really well, and once I got to the second level, you're always gonna have people to deal. You can't block everybody, so they had a stacked box most of the game, and they had a lot of people coming down to support the run, and you just have to make a play, and that was a play where I was able to break a couple tackles, but like I said, it wouldn't have got started if the O-line hadn't done a great job at the beginning of the play, setting the line of scrimmage and opening up the hole, and then after that it was just kind of like just trying to make a play, and it was one of those high effort plays, one of those high motor plays that you talk about. And I didn't think that just because people were hitting me that I should have been tackled. I think that's sometimes people think that, well, just because somebody's trying to tackle you that you have to get tackled, and that's not necessarily true.
As a running back, do you like those kind of plays where you get to kind of break through people, or do you like the kind of ones where you can just jet away?
I mean, whatever run helps put us in the best position of the offense is what works for me. It doesn't really matter breaking tackles or just a untouched run. Whatever it takes to make this offense productive, that's what we'll take.
Back
Have
to
you
back.
done kickoffs in your career?
What's that?
Have you been on kickoff coverage?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Never mind.
Back-to-back weeks, you've had those runs. It looks almost like maybe in the same play, long runs where the play looks like it's designed to go left, and you cut back, opening or whatever. What are you watching? What are you keying on in that situation, or is that just where it's supposed to go, fake one and go left or right?
It's just, that kind of comes down to watching and seeing how teams play. We knew that coming into this game that their defense liked to run side to side and to try to keep things from getting out of the perimeter. And we knew as running backs, if you press the read, then you know that there was going to be a good chance that they would overrun it, and then you can cut behind the defense. So, but that just comes with a lot of time watching film, studying your opponent, and we thought that we were a step ahead of them, and we studied them so well. And that was a run that we were able to have success on.
Does the offense ever have a say in whether or not you go for it on 4th down?
Us as players? I don't know. I mean, maybe, there'll be times if it's 4th and 1 and we're kind of huddled up, and it'll be like, yeah, Coach Saban, let's go for it. But at the end of the day, I mean, nobody really makes that decision except for him. So it's kind of
Coach Dable switches out personnel quite a bit. I mean, how do you think that's made you guys more effective as an offense, and also put maybe the defense on its heels too?
That's another thing where it comes with studying your opponent, seeing how the defense lines up against certain personnels and certain groupings of players. That's Coach Dable's job. I don't really get into that with the whole personnel thing because most of the time, the running backs stay the same, but it's with the receivers, tight ends, things like that. So, Coach Dable does a great job putting us in the best position to win, whether it's calling plays or substituting personnel. So, really glad to have him as our offensive coordinator.
It's kind of hard to learn a lot from it and grow from a 66-3 not win, but did that game, I mean, can y'all grow from that game? Saban teach y'all some lessons, the leaders teach y'all some lessons?
I think games like that are more important to our team as far as our future than those big blowout wins. Just because you play in a hostile environment like that on the road against a great SEC team, things don't always go your way, and you're faced with a lot of adversity. So I think that is kind of proposes lessons to us as to how we can fight through that adversity, in the upcoming weeks. We know we got a lot of football left to play, and something that Coach Saban always says is last week's success doesn't determine this week. So that's just kind of where we're going with it, and we're going to look at the tape today and see how we can improve.
Thanks, Nick.